Hey everybody, welcome to super sunny Cyprus. It's the end of the summer and it's round 7 of the championship, and we are here for the penultimate round of the championship. Julian's here. We're down in Larnaca this evening for
getting run over
for the ceremonial start. It's all about to happen and kick off here this evening, and we're in the park filming sort of holding area. Lukanuk is on his way. He's first over the ramp tonight. And this is the rough stuff. This is Cyprus, and this is Julian Porter, who will be with us this weekend on ERC Radio. I don't know where he's going, but
I bet he doesn't have any reversing sensors on that either. But yeah,
right.
He's here. He's left. Chris Ingram's car still over there. Chris Ingram, number 1 this weekend. He'll be just leaving shortly. It's just to line them up down on the promenade there. But sun's just starting to go. It's a little bit overcast, which is quite nice temperature-wise, I have to say, because this rally is tough, demanding, hot, sweaty. It kind of like, not the fastest will win, but the smartest will win, I think. I really do think that.
Cyprus is incredibly hot. Last year we were here last July, and it was just so warm and hot and sticky, over 30 degrees. It was like that yesterday when we were wrecking, but we also had a little bit of rain yesterday up in the hills. We're heading down to using some stages this weekend. Chris, just mind this tree that's conveniently located right in the middle of the
straight into the tree
area. But yeah, raining. We're going down to use some stages that weren't used until 2009. So 10 years ago that we've used the stages down in the Troodos Mountains. That was classic WRC fever back then on the championship. But this weekend, Julian, we've got various runners and riders. The great and the good are all here this weekend in Larnaca.
Someone who's avoiding the camera.
Trying to avoid us, but
someone who's avoiding the camera, who was here when you were saying about those stages which were used 10 years ago. He did those stages 10 years ago, and he's come back for another go because he enjoyed them so much.
Mika, come and have a word with us this evening.
You somehow planned this?
No. To be fair, we were meant to do it down there, but you lot are still stuck in here, so that's why.
There's a tree in the middle.
How are you going to get out of that? I know you're talented, but that is going to take some doing, isn't it?
Well, I'll find a way. You know, actually, Henning Sober once taught me how to cut trees, and he was doing it with WRC Focus. So, if I take some speed, it would be really spectacular to go through that one.
It would be really spectacular, but I mean, we're back in Larnaca. You've been here quite a few times up in the mountains and everything. Are the stages similar? Is it kind of bringing it all back, those memories?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I think 5 of the stages we are using are similar or the same we used. Not maybe all in 2009, but anyway, back in the days when the WRC was here. So there was some locations and places which I remembered, and stages are as twisty and dusty than 10 years ago.
I bet when you started recce, coming here for a little bit of fun, and you were going through all those really slow stages, plus 30 degrees, thinking, why did I sign up for this, coming back for a bit of fun?
Yeah, is this really going to be fun? Like, especially the first stage, that was the first one we actually recce'd as well, and it's really rough. I was thinking, well, it's far to be fun, this one, but they are challenging, and I like to have a bit of a challenge as well, and this is definitely the most difficult and hardest rally what I experienced in calendar. I mean, there's others as well, like Turkey is pretty tough and Greece, but none of them is as twisty as this one. So, you know, it definitely brings back good memories.
That's good. Right, we're going to leave you to try and work out how you're going to get out of here.
Yeah, I just want to ask about the. We're down on the beach here this evening. Miko's got the great set of regulation flip-flops on.
This is known as a nice holiday place, so I'm kind of having my week off.
You have your week off and enjoy yourself. I want to go and talk to Juan Carlos Alonso.
Okay.
Miko Herman. Let's just whiz over here. Chris, if you just follow us for a minute, minding the tree.
We're going to gate crash someone else.
Hang on. We're going to Juan Carlos Alonso. Łukasz Habaj is on his way to his car. Łukasz, big weekend for us in Cyprus again. Another round of the season is coming to an end.
Yeah, season is coming to an end, but you know, when we are here, so I'm not thinking about the end of the season. I'm just thinking how to survive over the next week, and it's definitely going to be, I think, the most challenging event I've ever participated in. You know, so far I thought that Acropolis Rally, which we participated last year, was demanding, but this seems to be even more demanding because the roads are more twisty and as rocky as in Acropolis, but more twisty and very slow. It's very hot, so it's going to be difficult for cars, for us, for the crews, for tires as well. You have tarmac sections, So yeah, I it's a big challenge. I have to say I can't wait, but I think anything is possible. Anything can happen here on these roads.
Big three-way fight as well for the title this season between you, Lukanuk, and also Ingram, who's just moving his car through. I mean, what do you think of this crowdfunding that Chris has done? He's been struggling for budget all season, and everyone who's put some money behind him's on the side of the car this weekend.
Yeah, I think it's a great initiative. It's good that he's here. It would be a shame if he didn't, if he just didn't participate in the last two rounds. But to be honest, I'm trying not to think about this all the time. I'm just focused on this rally, and I know if we perform well, that the result will come. But so I'm not thinking about it. For Chris, I'm very happy to see him here.
That's good. Łukasz, we're holding everyone up. We're getting shouted at here because I think you need to go over the ramp in a minute at some point. Anyway,
But
20 minutes.
I think so.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know better than I do.
Cool. He knows better.
Yeah, everyone knows, right. There we go. Łukasz, good luck. We'll see you at the stages tomorrow. We're going to walk off. Yeah, you must go. Oh, we're going to whiz over now. Just take Chris over to where Julian is, just over here. He's with Juan Carlos Alonso, who's out leading in the ERC2 category.
With Juan Carlos Alonso. Juan Carlos, lovely event, a tough event, an event that's suited to the Warrior, the Evo 10, yeah?
Yes. Good afternoon to all. It's a very rough event for us. We have a little taste today in the second practice. We hit a stone and broke the oil pump, but the team solved it, and we are okay, ready to fight tomorrow.
That was it. There was a scare, wasn't there, with that? You got towed home from the free practice too. You didn't do qualifying. What exactly was the issue with the engine?
Is after the jump, we hit in a cut. Maybe our car is a little low, and we hit a stone, and the stone broke the oil pump, and we don't have any pressure. Oil pressure, and we stopped the engine at the finish of the stage.
That's really, really lucky though to happen in the qualifying, in the free practice, not the rally.
Maybe the last issue for us all the weekend. We cross our fingers.
We do cross our fingers. We're going to let you get back on with it. And Chris, what have you got?
Well, we're going to go and walk down.
Okay.
Juan's such a nice
A
guy.
lovely
He's so
guy.
nice. Coming back from Barham Rally, I arrived back at Charles de Gaulle Airport, and I'm changing terminals. And who jumps in the bus with me is Juan
Carlos
on his way back
Alonso.
to Argentina.
That's
He's on
it.
his way. But we're being shoved on, moved on by our
Moved
director.
on.
Mark's getting
Watch
a bit
out.
stroppy in the background. We're going. Let's just have a quick word.
Oh, okay, we're going there, are
quick
we?
word, apparently. Quick
We're
word with
going
Nasser.
there.
Nasser, you're about to move the car out of here, but quick one, former winner of this event. You didn't win here last year, but what's the secret to winning Cyprus?
Yeah, the secret, you need to love this race, because it's very, very difficult. The temperature is very hot. But okay, we are ready for win again.
Really?
Yes.
Against the Cypriot guy last year, 0.6 of a second. It was a tough one last year, wasn't it?
Yes, absolutely, But okay, last year we have a flat tires last stage and we lose the rally. But okay, we enjoy a lot, and this year we try to do our best.
That's good. Good job. All right, we'll let you take the car out. We'll see you later. Nasser obviously driving this year, not in the Fiesta that he was in last year, in the new R5 Polo, as he just pulls out.
The hardest thing for these cars is watching Habai trying to get out now. If Nicky Menahov just moved his car, it'd be really simple, but they haven't thought about that. They're just deciding to make it really difficult for everybody. But
Nicky's just waiting, that's all.
Yeah.
Having a chat to Albert. Right, Julian, let's walk out of here now, because it's going to get a bit chaotic as we're bringing the cars out.
Okay.
So, Chris, I feel sorry for Chris, who's holding the camera, trying to keep us in focus and on air. It's getting darker all the time down here in Larnaca. Chris, just mind your back as a minute as Habai comes out. I've got you there, as he's just... as you've been talking about this, Julian, as our expert pundit, the lock on these cars isn't very, very, very tight, is it?
No, it's they're not built for 3-point turns around the car park, that's for sure. and they run a short steering rack, short angle, because they don't necessarily need the big. They don't need the big. Oh, hang about!
Right,
We're turning around.
It's all happening.
Okay,
It's all happening.
We've got a driver. We've got Eric's eyes. He doesn't know what he's. I mean, it looks like you're on holiday, Eric.
Yeah, probably. So we can switch this one. Okay, how are you, Julian?
I'm good. You?
Yeah, pretty well, thank you. But this is an interview with you. So how you like Cyprus?
I like it. I'm quite keen with the cooler weather, to be honest with you, because I don't really like getting hot and sweaty at stage ends.
Okay, how would you like the sauna in the car and everything? Tell us.
That would be good. That would be really good. The sauna in the car, I think that's what you're looking for. So you enjoy being in the sauna, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Okay, right. Where are you going? Are you now?
I'm going to switch the holiday mode to the race mode.
Okay, right. Holiday mode to race mode. He's off.
Oh, he's
See
off.
you later.
Where's he running off to?
He's going to get changed around the corner somewhere. We'll cut that. Oh,
Everyone's here.
Florian Bernardi's here. Tell you what, let's just move slightly to this side, because when cars come out, they might run us over, which is not good. But we're going to walk down here. We just need to guide Chris the cameraman if we're going to walk down here. Florian, obviously in Cyprus for the first time. What have you made of it? You've done the recce qualifying. How challenging and tough will this be?
It's a big challenge for me because it's just my second rally after the Poland. It's totally different. I'm learning everything here, I think, but good level in ERC3 with L'Arena a case. It's good for me because it's good for compare. Yeah. It's a good challenge.
A good challenge. Good challenge. I think you need to go back there as well. So, but what is the hopes this weekend? What is the target for you this weekend? Podium or?
A podium. Sure. Finish the rally, take experience, and everybody in the team will be happy.
Okay, right. I let you go back to your job then. Thank you very much. Whoa, sorry, Chris. Nearly crashed straight into Chris as we move our way down there. But it is a tough rally. Everyone's kind of like talking all the time about surviving it, keeping it all right, not getting any punctures. Which is, we saw 2 or 3 punctures just in qualifying. It's such a demanding event, but that's what I like about it. You know, the jeopardy.
Well, just talking to NASA then, you were touching on it last year. Simos won this rally, local Cypriot driver won this by 0.6 of a second last year. Going into the final stage, it was against him and NASA. It was a big battle right the way through the final test last year. And NASA picked up the puncher halfway through the stage, and that was it and done. He could have won here again last year, but Simos took it by 0.6. And it was just an incredible electric atmosphere at the end of the stage on that final one. And that's all going to happen again this weekend. We've got 12 stages. The Nicosia Street stage is back tomorrow as well, the big one that goes to the other side of the island, to the northern side of the island. And that's back tomorrow as a final. Let's have a word with Simos. Simos, we're live on Facebook, on ERC's Facebook this evening. We were just talking whilst you were bringing the car down here about last year's final stage and that big battle that you had with NASA all the way down. I was at the end of that final stage last year. You were the guy who won the rally, and you couldn't believe you had tears in your eyes at the end of that last stage.
Well, that stage was, we went into the stage and we were 2 seconds ahead of Nasser. So we decided, you know, it's all or nothing. We had won the Cyprus Championship by then. So it was a huge roller coaster, I would say, because we started the stage with hoping that we could do it. In the stage, we had a flat tire, front flat tire, about 6 to 7 kilometers before the finish. So there we said, okay, we are third and behind, because with the guy behind us was only 8 seconds, trailing us by 8 seconds. Then we see pieces of Nasser's car, fenders, things were flying around, and maybe he has a flat tire too. Okay, we kept going but not pushing, because we knew that the third guy would have caught us. We only had 8 seconds difference. Then we feel on one side the handbrake was not working very well. We had a slow puncture in the rear. So we went from possible first to possibly not finishing because we only had one spare. And then before the finish, we saw our fans, some people were jumping up and down. I go to my cutover as we were driving it. Somewhere between, what's going on? I mean, okay, we lost. And then we arrive at the finish. You tell us that you won. Okay, it was very emotional, I must say.
It was an incredible fight, an incredible rally, and these stages are so rough. I mean, you live on the island, you know how these gravel roads are here. The rocks are just everywhere. It's a massively tough rally, this one.
It is, and I can say that it's as tough as last year, but more tough on the drivers because these stages are slower, more twisty corners, longer, so the driving time will be longer. So yeah, I think it's one of the toughest rallies. I'm not proud of it because we want everybody to finish and the fastest one to win, not the luckiest.
Luckiest. Hey, good luck anyway. Good luck for the weekend.
As always. Thank you very much.
As always. Right, it's going dark all the time. Good luck. We'll see you over the ramp. We're going to move back here to Julian. It's getting darker all the time, so I hope you can see at home. It's okay, but getting dark, and here we are in the centre. They haven't even turned the street lights on.
Well, they turned nothing on, but I tell you what, we've got a posse of drivers. I tell you what, the conversation that's been going on in here is quite interesting. We've got Albert Fontana Taxi, we've got Rasha, we've got Paolo Nobri, Gabriel. They're all here. I want to know what kind of stuff you all talk about, right? We're live on Facebook, no swearing, okay? I know that's hard for you, but what kind of things goes on, like when the boys are all together on road sections and starts and things like that?
Well, at first of all, I had to justify myself for my stupid role in free practice too, so I had to invent some kind of a story of what occurred. I think that went pretty well. I'm not going to repeat everything here because I might get caught up in different stories and contradict myself. So we'll just leave it at that.
Well, yeah, what exactly happened? Because I was just sitting in the front of the hotel having something to eat, and then I get a picture of your car upside down. I'm thinking, that's not planned.
It was not planned. We had old tires and we went a little bit wide on the entry of the left before, and then basically we went sideways into that right-hander and clipped a little bit in the entry. We clipped a little bit the inside of the bushes, which looked like it could be stone hidden under this bush. Under this little bush, and was enough to just clip a little bit the left front. It was really slowly, so it seemed really stupid and silly, but it was enough to just lift the car up a little bit, and then we ran out of road, and that was enough to roll the car. So that's really the long story. It's not spectacular at all. It didn't look spectacular, but it was enough to give us a good scare. We didn't know if we were able to start again, but thank God there was no damage to the roll cage, and so the boys fixed it all up, and we're ready to start tomorrow.
That's good, because you've had a bit of a torrid time, haven't you? 3 rallies in a row. It's been a bit of a disaster for you. So now you've got all your bad luck out of the way.
Well, if we don't have technical problems, then I caused some problems. So that seems to be the story until now. But no, we're happy. Maybe we just had to get our bad luck out of the way for this weekend. That's at least what I hope it is the case. And we're looking forward. We're happy that we can start tomorrow.
That's good. We're happy you're starting tomorrow. And I think, Chris, if we turn around, Chris, we're there.
Amazing. But also another guy that's amazing because is Paolo. What do you make of the stages after your rescue?
The stages, we could realize that the rally this year is more hard than last year. Will be a tough rally, but after last week in Turkey in the WRC, looks like so smooth, looks like almost a tarmac race. But it will be hard. I think it's very, very twisty and very dangerous because you have one wall in one side of the road.
Oh, look, they turned the lights on for us. We can see you now.
Part of the road you have a ditch that sometimes can be 200 or 300 meters, so If someone falls down, it's possible even to talk with the navigator until you arrive in the end. So you just need to trust in your base notes, be really, really concentrated. Also, the special states are really bumpy. So if you take some bumpy before one corner, you lost the grip, so you need to count on that also. And yes, we will do our best, like always, try to arrive in the end first, and second, trying to be as fast as we can in our level, and try to have a good position Sunday.
I wanted to ask you, this morning at the end of the qualifying stage, we were live on ERC radio this morning, and you were a little frustrated because you were caught in Tibor Erdi's dust. As he started the stage, he had a problem with the car, did he?
I don't know what happened. He came to talk with me later. Of course, after the finish of the special state, everybody is quite nervous because of the adrenaline and everything. But I was pretty sure. I didn't see anything, so of course our time was really damaged, but the organization tried to make one average about how we was in the second pass in the shakedown, and give us one time that I think was more than fair. Yeah. And these things happen. We should understand that, and nobody does anything to be bad with the other guy. So this is completely normal. And I was upset, of course. I think it's also normal to be upset in this kind of situation, but everything's okay.
That's good, that's good. Right, Paolo, you're a legend. It's really great to see you. We're going to talk to as many drivers as we can this evening before we go over. We'll see you later on. We'll see you. Keep the Green Pig the right way up this weekend.
Always.
Yeah. That's Paolo.
That's it, that's good.
Chris, down to Julian, who's just a little bit further down the line, who's got our subject, our legend this weekend, who is the subject of All Access on Tuesday. But anyway, let's have a talk.
Well, Rakan Al-Rashed and Hugo Magalhaes, driver and co-driver of the number 11 car this weekend, the green and white Skoda. But we'll start with the driver. We always seem to start with the driver. You're getting plenty of coverage. We will come to you, though. But Rakan, we've seen you earlier on in the season in the ERC. Back again. What are the hopes and targets this weekend?
Hopes and targets is definitely pace, for sure. We aim to have a much better space where we can compete with the top 10. And I think looking at it from the quali, we're quite getting close to that place. And that's our main goal.
The kind of terrain we have here, you'll be used to with the Middle East Championship and things like that. Is that a little bit of an advantage for you, coming to somewhere kind of similar?
Not really, not at all. I mean, the only thing that could be close to this is Jordan, but still not even. I think this is much more rougher than Jordan. Okay, in Jordan, it's not very easy to see the road as well at some places, but over here is much rougher. I think the only people who have an advantage here are the local guys and people who've done it before. My first time now.
Yeah, like Nasser, who's been here for like as long as we are as old, I think.
Yes. Sure.
I mean, you've got a lot of experience in the co-driver seat there with Hugo. Then what can Hugo bring to it?
A lot, actually. I mean, people sometimes underestimate, co-drivers. However, I mean, with someone like Hugo, who has, a lot of experience in so many rallies, and rough rallies, fast, high-speed rallies, a lot can be added, from setup, from calling the notes, from getting, finding the places where you should push, or places where you should take cautions. So it completely changes the whole rally experience.
Hugo, he's built you up really, really big there. And I think I was thinking about this before.
He gave me 20 euros.
Only 20 euros? Oh man, I can give him more. Give me more than 20 euros and I'll make you even better, I tell you. 25 deal. Right, we're on, right. But you do seem, you sit a lot with people with like limited experience. You've got so much experience. Do you enjoy that challenge of helping newer drivers come through?
Of course, I've been enjoying helping the drivers. I realized that these drivers, they need helps, and as the help I needed in the past, and I've been enjoying a lot helping the guys. I've given to them all the experience I've been getting from the other drivers and the many different happy with my job and really happy to join the new drivers.
What I find interesting, and you're happy to join the drivers, and it doesn't matter what they're driving, you know, R5, R2, whatever. You will, if there's a job there, to go and help.
Exactly. It doesn't matter what kind of drivers and the cars. I just want to be seated in a car and help the people and show to the people also that I deserve this seat, that I'm capable of teaching the drivers.
It is a great job. I look through your social media and you are all over the place, but you're also really, really, really fit. I kind of like cry when I look at my phone and he's on his bike doing like 120 Ks.
Yeah, maybe you don't know, but I was a professional football player in the past, so I have a strong and I do my sports, cycling and gym, so I need to be well prepared for all the races.
Okay, we've got to move on, but who did you play for?
In Fafe.
You played professional football in Fafe? I didn't know that. Okay, right, that's a new story. Human interest story. Right, we're going down here.
Mayan Hoff is on his way through. Nicky's a great guy. We've got as I say, everyone's pulling down. This is the centre of Larnaca. And we come down and slot onto the beach here. And then this is where the natural podium is, where we start the rally tonight and we finish the rally on Sunday afternoon here. It's perfect evening as well because everyone's here on their holidays, gets the chance to see the rally up close and personal. This is where we were based last year, actually. The service park was just behind us last year. As we come onto the beach now, as we slot in over the ramp, Chris, don't fall over. And let's see if we can just squeeze through the crowd. Hey, can we get a pizza? No. I thought it was a pizza menu for later. Let's just whiz through here onto the sand. Julian's just behind the camera. You see, probably can't see, but we've got the aeroplanes flying, landing into Larnaca. The holiday makers are arriving here this weekend. We want to go down the line. This is what I'm trying to rush down as we'll get to the podium in a minute. Try and get to Ingram. Yeah, he's gone. Ingram is on the ramp. We can't even go up the back, so let's go round the back, round the back, Julian. Apparently. It's right in the way. Right, we're going to whiz round because this is the start ramp. This is backstage. Chris, you probably can't see anything at the moment with your camera because it's so dark here. And Lukanek is just going on now, so we're a bit late coming down. But here we are, onto the front of the start ceremony. This is it. We kind of probably shouldn't be here, to be honest, but this is Cyprus. This is the glamour that is the centre of downtown Larnaca. And it goes. Oh, right, we're staying in the light. Yeah.
You're about to walk in
I'm
front
about to
of
get
all of the photographers and ruin their photographs.
Oh, great.
I've just saved that. He would have been hung, drawn and quartered if you'd done that. But yeah, Alexei Lukanek and Alexei Arnatov. Championship fight this weekend, 3 of them going into it. Alexei's second in the championship, 1 point behind Chris Ingram, who has already... Chris Ingram seems to have evaded us, if I'm honest. He seems to have just disappeared. He came in the other way when we were doing someone else. He got past us, then he's come in this way when we were doing someone else. But that is Lukanek, who is about to leave the ramp and get himself ready for some big hot rally action.
Well, let's just before we wrap up tonight, just talk about Ingram, who comes into this event with 1 point in the championship. We'll see him tomorrow on ERC Radio. Of course, we'll see him on Facebook tomorrow. Lukanek pulls over and down. But Ingram, 1 point in the championship, number 1 on the door this weekend, struggling for funding to come here. And his mum set up the crowdfunding page for him for this event. He hasn't got all the budget together, but he's here, so potentially Ingram could win the ERC this season. He's got a fighting chance against the other two.
He has got a fighting chance with drop scores, because it's the 6 best scores out of 8 if you do 8, which I suspect they're all going to do 8. Ingram, Lukanek and Habai. Right now, Habai actually has no drop score, so he's actually in a good position. Talking of Habai, I didn't realise he was there. It was as if that was planned. Habai actually, at the minute, his points is correct. So like 98 or whatever it is what he has. So he didn't really have any points to difficult for him. The others have points to drop. I think Luckenuk and Ingram is something like 7 each. So this is actually, with drop scores, a lot closer than what it looks at the minute on paper. But have I been here before? Luckenuk has been here before, so that little bit of advantage. But I do believe the Skoda is a stronger car than the Citroen. That's my believing, though, my thinking.
Skoda's super strong this weekend. Percy's here, of course. It's all going to wrap up here on Sunday as we come back onto the beach down here in Larnaca and wrap it up at the end of what is going to be 12 very, very tough stages. Julian and I will be on ERC Radio this weekend. We'll be live at every stage on ERC Radio. Tomorrow, we're live on Facebook on stage
I
number
love this.
3.
We've got a driver here, right? We've got a driver here, and he's a fan. Nicky Mayamenahop. He's a fan.
Nicky, you're a fan taking pictures of Habai here.
Yeah, I'm seeing him from the back now, but hopefully he will see me from the back tomorrow.
Baron, what you've seen of it?
Incredible. We see him in Recce. It's the toughest rally for sure that I've ever been to, and it's going to be a fantastic rally. And I think the guy who does the least mistakes and has the fewest punctures, I think, will be on top at the end. And as we saw already in the qualifying today, Nasser is extremely fast and extremely confident here. Won here many times, so he will be tough to beat.
Are you feeling confident for this event, or are you just going to tighten those belts and see what happens?
No, very confident. I think we saw the test and also in the qualifying, we saw that we were really quick, and because of the rescrutineering, we only had one run in free practice. So with our second run in qualifying, we would have been third, I think, in FP2. So we're quite confident, but we need to be clever and do something for next year. And we're here for learning and really need to be clever and see the end, and then we can push more next year. But for sure we'll be tempted to push a little bit.
Cool. Nice stuff, Nicky. Hey, go get in your car and go over the ramp and do that. That's Nicky. He's a really nice guy, isn't he?
And you know, in Italy, he came to the round in Italy, crashed on the first corner.
Oh, yeah.
All that work and effort, and he went off. So he'll just be... that attitude of basically just take it a little bit steady could actually pay big dividends. But our favourite for the weekend.
Do you think?
Oh, yeah. Without doubt. Nasrality, Mathieu Buemi. Very...
Cooper Open, they're almost like cross Cooper Open, they're almost like cross-country rallying some of the stages, because you're denoted by almost where a grade has gone through. Yeah, the grade has gone through. So you're used to getting a couple of wheels off into the sand and in the rocks for NASA. But favourite for this weekend, new equipment. So it'd be good to see if the Polo, his debut here in Cyprus, will hold together.
Yeah, anyone who we can know is so difficult. But he's co-driver Matthew doing it. I think he's doing some social media. I don't know how long we've got with him, but Matthew, Facebook Live, how's it going?
Always good before rally, so everything is a good setup with Nasser, and we wait now until tomorrow to start. It will be not easy for sure, a tough rally, but we did everything to be ready.
That's good. I better not delay you very much longer. So.
Here, this is a great thing though as well. This is a great thing about having a rally starting in a town centre right on the seafront. They've all just been sunbathing, they've all got a bit of tan, a bit of burns, they're all there, then all the photographers. So a good atmosphere going on.
So just to wrap up on Ingram, back we were talking about Ingram, we've done off ramble. But Ingram, with all his crowdfunding sponsors this weekend, they've got all the names down the side.
Yes, they have, yeah. I don't know how many it was.
There's a fair few.
You're going to show a picture?
It's not going to work out very well, but I'm just going to pull this picture up.
I was not going to work well.
Do you reckon? I'm taking some pictures before on the side of Ingram's car of some of the people that have crowdfunded it. I don't know whether you can see that, Chris. Someone's put some money in this weekend. About 2,000 and... When was she our ERC ladies winner? Tamara Molinari.
Tamara Molinari, she won the ladies trophy.
17, wasn't it? 2017.
Yes,
2017,
17. Yeah, I had to think about that.
So tomorrow-
Munning 16, Tamara 17, Emma 18. Did Emma win last year? Yes, she did. Yeah.
Yeah. So a fair few people have put some money behind Ingram this weekend, so we're rooting for him to see how he gets on, see if we can maintain the lead of the championship going into the final round. Hungary.
Norby and Roman in another polo, 2 polos this weekend, and getting themselves ready. Percy involved again, right in the thick of it. But,
Percy's always in the thick of it.
Percy's always in the thick of it.
Percy has the best job, I think.
Percy's got a great job. Apart from, I tell you what, when he's plus 36, Percy hasn't got the best job.
Barham Rally, he has the best job.
Yeah, it's a great rally, but it's a great job. But you know, what you can't see now, it's gone dark, but just as we started, is that all the sun lounges are over behind us and everything like that. And it's a great atmosphere. We're coming back here for the finish as well, and these stages, this is all quite nice, this is all quite relaxed. But those stages, what we've got coming up, so demanding, so tough. But I tell you what, I can't wait. I love rallies like this with a little bit of jeopardy. I mentioned that word earlier on, of which way do you go about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you might just get a surprise, which is what I like.
Yes, yeah, we'll have a big surprise. I'm sure there'll be surprises at every corner. So many rocks this weekend. Julian, as I say, will be live on ERC radios. Norbert Herzig goes over the ramp here this evening. This is Cyprus. This is round 7 of the championship, and this is the rough stuff. So let's play out with this clip, which just shows you what the essence of Cyprus is and what a special rally it is. We'll catch you on ERC radio in the morning.